Today from British Columbia, it's the Battle of the Subcompacts. These are some of the best-selling cars in Canada, and we'll test drive them back to back. With the new Mazda 3, the new Toyota Corolla, the Honda Civic Coupe, the Ford Focus, all electric, and the Jetta Hybrid. Subcompacts, the most popular segment for Canadian shoppers on Car Business.
Cato, why have you brought me here? There are bears in the territory.
Well, we like our bears here, but what I wanted you to see is where we put on the most successful Olympics in the history of mankind.
Vancouver chauvinism at its worst.
14 gold medals.
Yeah.
We beat the Americans.
Oh, you didn't get one. I wish you had one off that big jump there. I would have given you a big push.
You know, if I had a little bit of courage, I might try that. But that car is why we're really here.
Car.
And it's the kind of car that belongs in this place.
Must have a look. And the car would be the new Mazda 3. We've
2014.
Yeah.
I'd argue the Mazda 3 is the most important car of the last decade. Not the Corolla, not the Civic, the Mazda 3.
It's been a screaming buy. I mean, the Mazda 3 for a subcompact sedan, you can't beat it.
Well, let me put it this way. In the last decade, Mazda sold 3.5 million Mazda 3s around the world. If they had capacity, they could have sold twice as many.
Woohoo. Gotta be a hatchback. That's what I like about this car.
Well, you can get it in a sedan too, but why would you buy it? Why would you buy anything but a hatchback?
Functional.
Totally functional. And you know, they priced this thing very competitively. It's going to start around $16,000 for the and all that Skyactiv technology. But most important of all, it just looks better than a lot of the other products in this segment.
Looks better than the old one too. I like the profile.
You like it? This is the Kodo design.
Yes, the soul of motion.
Well, it's
I'm boned up in my Japanese.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about this before. This car looks better in person on the road than it ever did in an auto show.
I think you're right.
You know, I mean,
but it's so gray, it just disappears in the never-ending rain clouds of British Columbia.
Well, that's a bear!
Bear! That wasn't a bear, you knucklehead. It was Gumby.
Well, that's the famous one of the famous logos of the Olympics. I mean, every time a British Columbian sees that, our hearts swell with pride because we know what great things we did for the rest of Canada.
Drive.
The new Mazda 3 comes in 3 versions, and we're in the top-of-the-line GT with a 2.5-liter, 184-horsepower engine. For 2014, the 3 is a little larger, yet lighter and stiffer. With its 6-speed transmission, it drives almost like a sports car.
Oh, sophisticated interior. Look at that little navigation screen. And what's that thing above the speedometer?
What you're looking at is a head-up display, and it doesn't just tell you how fast you're going, it'll give you the turn-by-turn navigation, it'll tell you what cruise control speed you're set at. Pretty sophisticated thing, and just a little, very simple little pop-up glass screen there that tells you all that info.
But why does that Navi screen have to stick up in the middle of the dashboard?
You've driven the Mercedes B-Class, same sort of thing. BMWs, same sort of thing. This is look, they've run out of real estate underneath the dashboard. That's the truth of it here. And so to put a screen in, they put a pop-up screen just like that, and it's kind of bolted on like the TV in your family room.
Okay, I like the accessories, but the powertrain, the Skyactiv engine, direct gas injection, and that beautiful 6-speed transmission. This is what this whole technology package is about.
Well, we're driving the GT, which is 184 horsepower, and it's plenty of power. But the best fuel economy you can get with the smaller Skyactiv engine, 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers.
Woo.
I mean that's Toyota Prius hybrid kind of fuel economy in a basic 4-cylinder direct injection engine. Gee, Toyota should put those in the Corolla.
What is that? That looks like BMW iDrive that you hate.
Except this one you can actually figure out without opening a gigantic owner's manual. And it all starts with one simple little button. Boom. Home screen, and all the little goodies pop up right there.
Did you mention manual? Look at this thing, Kato. This is the owner's manual of this thing. I mean, it's thicker than a phone book. Nobody can read this.
And nobody will read it. That's why the simplicity of the whole thing is that it's intuitive. I popped into this car and I was able to dial in, hook up my Bluetooth phone, dial in a navigation destination without opening that big fat book. And by the way,
Well, you're just so smart. You're just so smart.
no, there's 2 other supplemental books in there too. So if you really need some bedtime reading to make you sleepy, just open the glove box.
Well, I like a lot about this, but I don't like the seats. I mean, Nissan is making beautiful seats. Volkswagen makes beautiful seats. These ones, I don't have enough support under my knees. I gotta sort of sit sideways. I don't like that.
Seats and lumbar support. I don't know why Japanese car companies as a group can't get the seats right. But I do have to say that the packaging overall pretty good. I certainly like the quality of the materials and the simplicity of how you operate everything in the cabin.
Kodo, Kato, Kodo.
We drove the Sea to Sky Highway down from Whistler and the Olympic site, along the Howe Sound, to this little shoreline park. It was a perfect car for the twisty road.
Ooh.
You like it, eh?
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. But what I wonder is, I thought Mazda was supposed to be going up market. They're pushing into BMW territory, but they're still charging what they charged 10 years ago for these cars.
Actually, the starter model is $200 less.
That's amazing.
But look, you've got to be patient in the car business. This
Yeah.
is a business that's based on 5-year product
Yeah.
cycles and 20-year business plans. So now they're moving the needle a little bit at a time, nudging it up,
Yep.
and eventually Mazda will be the Japanese BMW, if it goes right.
After the break, we're back with the new 2014 Toyota Corolla and the Honda Civic Coupe.